Brian, you are grounded forever.
Caillou, you are grounded forever.
Good grief, is Candace gonna turn up at this moment?
Here I am, Monroe.
Well, I'm glad that you're here. Now why don't we enter the school and have a chat?
Say Monroe, recently, I have looked up one of the most famous martial arts. It's Kendo, and I find it's very interesting since my aunt is a Kendo master and there are teams there.
Wow. I like that you're into Kendo, because I've heard of some anime shows that use this kind of martial arts, like Bamboo Blade.
I'd never heard of that show until he told me. However, it sounds really interesting for me to watch the next time I'm in the mood for anime.
Okay class, today we are going to learn about the Shimabara Rebellion War. Ouch. My nose is broken.
Hot, 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 hot. Take that, you eating piece of trash. Hey you, don't you realize that what you did counts as abuse? You will end up in trouble that needs taking care of, which could stress you out.
Sorry Blaire, but I have to agree with my girlfriend on what you just did. It will get you in trouble, in which you don't want that, do you?
Well, I don't care what you do and say about it, you moronic pieces of Why you, little bitch?
Hey, both of you stop this right now, Candace and Blaire. Since you both caused a fight but didn't cause major harm to each other, go to detention, now.
Excuse me teacher, but could I talk to you?
I'm sure you can, Monroe.
Do you think Candace is gonna be alright, Mrs. Christina?
I hope so. Although I see the disputes of my children more than 10 years after me and my husband raised them, I think they're doing okay and I love them to hope that fights don't continue for long.
Great. Now thanks to your vicious tactics against our teacher Blaire, we both have ended up in detention. Well, like I said, I was stealthily waiting for it to happen. Even if I got in trouble, I'm glad you got what you deserve. Hey, wait a second. Walter, how come you're in detention?
Oh, well, the reason is quite weird, but I was framed for spraying graffiti by Marcus. I thought that he was a cool guy at first, but I honestly abhor his true colors of stupidity.
Hey.
Don't you fucking ass, you extremist. And Walter, although it would be pretty infuriating if you actually did something like that, I hope that manipulation doesn't ruin your life ever again.
Well, Candace, I must say, even though you, Christopher, and I don't get along very well as cousins, I appreciate your hope for my life and future. Thank you.
You're welcome, I guess.
Oh here we go again with the boss of detention.
Hey, watch that language of yours. Anyways, welcome to detention, kiddos. I don't like your attitude, boy, especially when you frame others for criminal offenses not worth watching out for. Don't fight others at school, even if they mock or insult you. Never throw textbooks at the faces of teachers. That is considered assault, and you know that. Why do you bother getting students in trouble, especially when they are younger than you? Who told you that you could vandalize the school in such a disastrous way? If it was the school, it is not on our watch. Stop asking for trouble and leaving it to your victims to solve this. Simple.
Yeah, whatever
Excuse me.
Whoops, all I meant to say was, yes sir?
That is what I thought. You are all bad kids. You all lost the opportunity to eat as long as you want. Now go to 4th period.
Quite astonishing to have you back, I believe, Candace. Hope you won't get in trouble again.
I see, Monroe. Thanks for the compliment, and I hope I can try and behave better from last time.
Okay, students. Today we will research the exposure of lunar elements. Grab out your laptops, search about it, and summarize it to the best of your ability. Okay, your time is up. Now I will mark your research and just to let you know, it will only take a while. Alright, your grades are here. From what I can see, Most of you in the classroom are on a good head start for your future essays. However, Pete and Jason, you may need to improve yourself on this topic. And Blaire, not only you failed on your research, but you fought in class where both you and Candace got sent to detention. For that, I'm sending you both to the principal's office.
But sir, I didn't do anything wrong this period.
Go there now.
Oh no, it's you again, Blaire. What did you do this time?
During our first period, I threw a book at Mrs. Christina and Navarro, and Candace called me out for doing so. I insulted them, which caused Candace to fight with me during class. As a result, we both got sent to detention. After it was over, we came back on fourth period where I got an F+ on my research, and both of us were called out for the fight earlier.
I see. Even though I would not suspend a student for getting a poor grade, mocking people and throwing textbooks is still not okay. This means you're suspended for 2 weeks, Blaire. So go home right now, while I help Candace reflect on her actions toward you. Candace, you're not in big trouble, but next time you should be careful as fighting is prohibited around the school. This also means that you have a warning since it's the first time you got into trouble. Therefore, I will call your parents about this. You are now free to go.
Candace, we just got a phone call from your principal who said that you and Blaire fought at school since she mocked you in Monroe. Because of this, you ended up in detention.
Thankfully, you didn't get suspended since you at least got a good grade on your research on the exposure of lunar elements. So far, it was the only time you got in trouble.
This means you were grounded for a week.
During your grounding, you will not be able to go outside except for visiting the Kendo dojo with your aunt for training in Kendo. Go to your room right now.